Hi everyone, and welcome to my All About Me presentation. To start with, I am originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, born and raised. I graduated from Greendale High School in 2006. I was on open enrollment in that suburban community for high school. I graduated from the University of Wisconsin in Oshkosh in 2012. I graduated with 2 degrees, a Bachelor of Science in Education with majors in Spanish and Social Studies Education with minors in ESL and Bilingual Education. I also have a Bachelor of the Arts in International Studies with a focus in Latin American Studies. So I hold those 2 degrees. While in college, I studied at the Universidad de Chile. That was my foreign exchange opportunity. I was in Santiago de Chile. I studied Historia at the Universidad de Chile. So I was taking history classes with Chilean students and a few other international students. I also traveled back another time to Chile where my now husband and I taught English in Santiago as well, in the community of Puente Alto. Here are some of the pictures from our travels. In the bottom corner, this is my now husband and I in Peru. We had to travel there because of visa issues. That's another story. If anybody wants to hear it, please let us know. This one of me in the Andes Mountains is me visiting Inca ruins. It's also the first stop on the Che Trail, which is the trail leading up to the death of Che Guevara, a famous Latin American figure. Again, if you want more details, let me know. This is a Spanish teaching friend of mine and I in Buenos Aires de Argentina. This is the Rio de la Plata, as well as Atlantic Ocean in the background. This is us bowling with our Chilean family. This is me and the city of Santiago in the background. This is one of my adult language classes the first time I was in Chile, and these are some of my students in Puente Alto de Chile. If you notice, I'm actually wearing my winter coat because when this picture was taken, I was just after one of the big earthquakes in 2010, and it actually blew out all of the windows in my classroom. So during the winter in Chile, I had no working windows in my classroom. So that was definitely an experience, and I really enjoyed traveling throughout the South American continent. After graduating from the University of Wisconsin in Oshkosh, I got my first teaching job in Green Bay, and Christian and I lived there for 3 years. I taught bilingual and ESL education. These are a few pictures of me and my students. This is us visiting the public library in Green Bay at Christmas time. This is us on the local weather station with the local weatherman, Steve Balin. This is some students winning prizes from the community for a family event that we did. This was my snowshoeing field trip for students that were new to the country that had never seen snow before in their entire lives. This is a picture of my classroom and some of my guys. They're all of my Latino guys. And this is a picture of bilingual social studies with our state representative at the time, who was John Mako. So those are some of the things that we did with our English language learners in Green Bay. From there, we moved to Minnesota. We've been in Minnesota for 4 years now. This is currently my 8th year of teaching, and even though we're in Minnesota, Christian and I are still big Packer fans, although you will see me in a Twins t-shirt, usually not purple and yellow, however. This is my family. Most of you know my husband Christian. He's also in the program. These are some of our wedding pictures. These are our kittens, Sol, he's a boy, and Luna, the girl. They are the only 2 in their litter, and they're just so adorable. And if you hear loud noises in the video, it's probably them breaking something. So I apologize in advance for Sol and Luna. Something new about me from the first picture. Every other Saturday during the fall and summer, I actually work at a winery. I work at Parley Lake Winery in Waconia, Minnesota. So if anyone's looking for a day trip, please come visit me. I am one of the wine tasting professionals there. So if you order a wine tasting, I'm the person pouring wines for you. Something else you probably didn't know about me is that when I was in high school, per my insistence, my parents agreed to host 3 exchange students. So this is my wedding picture of me and the ladies in our wedding. The 2 closest to me are my biological sisters. The other ladies in the picture are the foreign exchange students who actually stayed with us. My maid of honor, the tallest one is Larissa. She's from Germany. My other bridesmaid, Lyra, she's the shortest of the bunch. She's born in the Soviet Union. Not sure if it's technically part of Ukraine or Russia today, but she currently lives in Denmark. And then our usherette, Lilo, she's from Germany as well. So all of these lovely ladies actually made it back to our wedding and were part of our wedding party after being exchange students with my family in high school. So that was something that was a lot of fun. What did I learn from EDMA 612? We focused a lot on the growth mindset. Something I've been trying to incorporate are quotes about the growth mindset in my classroom. One of my favorites is from Nelson Mandela. I never lose. I either win or learn. I have this up in my classroom, and I like picking quotes from people from different continents because my students are actually from all over the world. The sweatshirt I'm actually wearing in my video is of the top home languages in our school district. We'll be editing it for this year to include the top home languages in the entire state of Minnesota, which will include Lakota and Ojibwe languages, which is super exciting. The other thing I learned are some new tech tools. I know we talked about Seesaw, but one I didn't know about was Flippity, and I've been using it to make crosswords and other review type sheets since learning about them. So that's a little bit about me. I know this video is a bit longer. I'm sorry about that, but I wanted to try to get everything in, and thank you all for listening. Adios.